You're asking for trouble being here like this.
Asking for trouble, I'm just sitting here.
That's the way it always starts. Someone sitting there and then someone comes along.
Well, you came along.
I'm not the one you have to worry about.
Is that so?
Well, you look at me. I can hardly hold this flashlight steady, let alone wrestle with a stranger.
Wrestle?
Criminals always wrestle. They want to fight.
Oh, so you know what criminals want.
No, not in a criminal way.
Well, then you're hardly in a position to give advice.
You're tricky. You're one of those that thinks they can talk people out of wrongdoing.
Wrongdoing? Now you're planning on doing wrong?
No, young lady. Man, I'm trying to save your life.
Oh, now you're trying to save my life.
You can thank me later. When you get home and find out you're not kidnapped or dead.
May I ask you how old you are?
You may not. But I will tell you, I'm a proud 72 years old.
Seriously?
Yes.
Well, I gotta tell you, I was all ready to poke fun, but you look pretty good for your age.
That's because I stayed safe.
And you're saving girls sitting on park benches.
Smarty pants. I used to be a cop before I became a math teacher. I've seen things that would make your head spin.
I bet you have.
And most of them unpretty.
People can be horrible.
No, not just that. Yeah, I've seen things that weren't even necessary. Crimes that should have been avoided. That's why I stopped by here.
I still don't get it.
Young girls, missing, vanished. Some pervert having his way with her. And then later, we find her body mangled, not even identifiable. I got out quicker than I was in.
I'm sorry.
Oh, why? You weren't even there.
Well, it seems like you had to deal with it, though, and it couldn't have been easy. And you seem like you worry about more than just yourself. Are you married?
Why?
I was just wondering.
Trust me, it ain't nothing you should wonder at. And yes, 47 years next month. Now, why don't you just get along?
No, I appreciate your values and all, but I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Why?
Why?
Yes, why?
Well, if you must know, I'm walking my dog.
And what dog would that be?
Stetson. He enjoyed this park.
Well, he must be enjoying it like crazy, seeing as how his leash is empty. Did you let him loose?
No.
Well, you can't let a dog run wild in this park without a leash. That's prohibited.
He's running loose all right, just not by my permission.
Oh, being one of those wild ones, huh? Yeah. I had one of those. Nessa. Yeah. You're gentlest of the breed. You can't imagine a Labrador would do that.
Nessa?
Yeah, short for Vanessa, my golden
You're
laugh.
kidding.
No, she was the
My
gentlest.
name is Vanessa.
No, ain't that the thing? I'm Albert Vanessa.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Albert. So Vanessa was rambunctious, huh?
Rambunctious isn't the word. She was stone cold crazy. She was as wild-eyed as you can be from the day she was born.
My Stetson was calm. Even as a puppy, it bothered me sometimes. He almost had this sense of self.
Self? Dogs are dogs. They're not people. They're not Buddhists.
You don't think dogs can be spiritual?
No, Dogs are dogs. They are not people, and you're equating them with people.
They're like family.
Ah, true, but there are differences. Dog will love you beyond reason and defend you with their lives. But people won't do that. Yeah, you talk about self. That implies a sense of selfishness. A dog wouldn't even begin to understand that.
That's pretty deep, Albert.
It's the truth.
I still think my Stetson had a sense of self. But he wasn't selfish. He was like a non-selfish person. Dog. You know, I wish he would have been a little bit more wild, like Nessa.
Yeah. She was like a puppy till the day she died.
What happened to her?
Well, she just died. It was my fault, really.
No, Albert, how?
Well, I was doing the same thing I'd done every day for 40 years. After work, I came and got the mail, and Nessa did the same thing she did every day for the 10 years she'd been living with us. She ran for the door, and usually I was able to stop her, but this time she was rambunctious. She anticipated she'd jumped right over my arm and out the door and past the mailbox and down to the street. And I'll never forget the look of pride on her face when she got there. She turned around and looked at me. "Look, Daddy, I made it to the curb." And then she was hit by a bus right in front of my eyes.
I'm sorry, Albert.
It was my fault, really.
How do you figure that?
I let her out.
Listen, Albert, you don't know me one bit. But you did as you did, she did as she did, and you're not at fault here.
So you say.
Well, so I know.
So what do you know of it?
I know of it because my Stetson is dead. My best friend, my travel buddy, my companion is gone. He's gone, Albert.
I'm sorry.
I never wanted kids. From the moment I saw him, I loved him like a mom. His ears were all topsy, his head was cocked to one side like he was trying to figure me out, his tail was wagging, telltale sign he wanted to meet me. I loved him. For 4 years, I came home, I walked him, fed him, talked to him, knowing he'd understood. And now he's gone. And 6 months and 3 days later, I still hurt.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Last night, a friend of mine took me to an animal shelter. You know, I wasn't paying much attention. I must have been distracted. And all of a sudden, I realized she's taking me over to the cage of another St. Bernard pup. Dumbly, I ask her, "What's going on here?" And she says, "I've named him Charlie. I love him, I love you, and I know you'll love him too."
So, are you gonna...
I pick him up tomorrow.
What then?
What do you mean?
Oh, are you still gonna walk Stetson?
I think so. I need to, at least for now. I'll walk them both.
I see. Well, I'm gonna leave you to your reading.
Really?
Yeah. I'm hungry. And then tonight's meatloaf night. I've been wondering for years what Edna puts in that stuff. It's amazing. Not to be missed.
Hey, Albert,
Yeah?
I hope to see you soon.
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll bring Vanessa or some Vanessa I hope to find.
Good luck.
Thanks. Same to you.
Hey, Albert,
Yeah?
happy patrolling.
authority.
Be quiet.
What's wrong, dear?
Didn't you hear me?
Oh, the coffins in row F could hear you.
Don't you see? There's a new one coming.
A new one? Huh. We haven't had anybody new since you.
Oh, who cares?
Oh, I care, you lummox. Someone new to talk to.
I have it on good authority that no one wants to talk, especially to you.
Whose authority? Take that back!
No.
Take it back!
No.
Oh, the coffin! Oh, it's so pearly. It's glowing. Oh, it's like the voice of an angel.
Your eloquence is unmatched, my dear.
Thank you.
You two are pathetic.
I bet it's a woman. I hope it's a woman. Please let it be a woman.
That would be wonderfully grand.
Sure, another chatty, whiny dame who will literally never go away. That's absolutely what we need.
Will you stop it?
Oh, you haven't shut your gob since you got here. Oh, there was that one time where we had an earthquake, but you were probably yapping. I just couldn't hear you over the noise.
No, I'd rather like it. The talking, chattering, it engages the mind.
The mind? You have no mind. Literally. It's been eaten away by maggots and
Well, imagine how quiet. Oh, I don't think I'd like that. It would disturb me too much. No, I like the chatter.
It's supposed to be quiet. It's a graveyard.
I bet she's...
No.
No what?
No betting. You have nothing to bet. Anything you bet would be a lie.
It's a figure of speech. For example, it would be like, I bet she's...
No, it's not. And that's no example at all.
Well, bet or no bet, we must welcome the newcomer with open arms. Calm their nerves right away.
And this time, we're setting some ground rules, so to speak.
Ground rules?
So to speak. First and foremost, no endless whining about the before life. No ramblings about the kids you should have had, or the husband who proposed, or the desk job that should have been mine.
No. It's nice to hear news of the before.
You're just mad because you had no life in the before. He had nothing to talk about when he got here.
How would you know? I got here before you.
I can guess. If you hadn't gotten trapped here, you'd be off haunting some empty parking lot somewhere.
Empty parking lot. Oh, well, that's base. Yet funny when visualized.
Stop encouraging her.
You're right. Let's not forget our manners, dear.
Second, no more making a show of it when people come to visit us.
You're just mad because you have no visitors. And you're upset by those who do. You're a mean, hateful person in the before, and you're mean and hateful in the after. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
No. Go on. Go ahead. I'll just sit here and do or say nothing for all of eternity. I had nothing more for you, Toots.
I didn't mean it.
Well, he's just sensitive sometimes.
I know. I shouldn't have. It's just, he's been so